In the golden lottery ticket example, we ignored repeated numbers. So basically, if somebody won, they kept winning, or they could still win, or if somebody lost, they could lose again, okay? Numbers from 1 to 95 within a given repetition. That's because the chance process involves sampling students without replacement. In the NASCAR example, we allowed repeated numbers from 1 to 5 in a given repetition. That's because we are selecting a small number of cards from a very large population of thousands in cereal boxes. So the probability of getting, say, a Danica Patrick card in the next box of cereal is still very close to 1/5, even if we've already selected a Danica Patrick card. Okay, so box to box, the probability of getting the card, each card is the same 1/5, but within the boxes of getting all 5, the probability changes. What don't these simulations tell us? For the golden ticket parking lottery, we concluded that it's plausible the drawing was done fairly. Does that mean the lottery was conducted fairly? Not necessarily. All we did was estimate the probability of getting 2 winners from the AP Stats class was about 10% if the drawing was fair. So all we said was it was plausible, but that doesn't mean that the people that were pulling the cards weren't cheating, is what they're saying. Okay, so the result isn't unlikely enough to convince us that the lottery was rigged. What about the cereal box simulation? It took our NASCAR fan 23 boxes to complete the set of 5 cards. Does that mean the company didn't tell the truth about how the cards were distributed? Not necessarily. Our simulation says that it's very unlikely for someone to buy 23 boxes to get a full set of each card if it's equally likely to appear in a box of cereal. The evidence suggests that the company's statement is incorrect. It's still possible, however, that the NASCAR fan was just very unlucky because we got to 22. So it's not, I mean, it's not a big deal. Just in ours, we didn't see it. All right, so check your understanding. We're going to talk about the same 2 examples, but we're going to make some adjustments. Okay.
Ms. Jones, when you're done, can you go back to that one page with the conclude on it?
With the what?
With the conclude on it?
This one?
Yeah.
Right. It's fine because, like I said, check your understanding's all we got. It's almost done. Sorry, y'all.
You're good.
All right. So refer to the golden ticket parking lottery example. At the following month's school assembly, the 2 lucky winners were once again members of the AP Stats class. I should say members, sorry. This raised suspicions about how the lottery was being conducted. How would you modify the simulation in the example to estimate the probability of getting 2 winners from the AP Stats class in back-to-back months just by chance? So for each month, what did we choose? 2 winners, right? So if we have 2 months, how many are we going to choose?
4.
So how does that change what we did? How do I modify the simulation? So remember, the simulation was the table D. How do I modify that?
Um, drawing from a hat.
No. We're still going to use table D. How do I modify what I'm doing to pick for 2 months instead of picking for 1 month?
Would you just do go across 4?
In table D, read off 4 2-digit numbers. making sure that the first and second can't repeat. Why? Yeah, like Mackenzie can't win both golden tickets. So we don't want it to repeat those numbers because she can't win both golden tickets. It's gonna be two different people. First and second, sorry, aren't repeats, as well as third and fourth. Now, could the first and third be repeated? Yes, just not back-to-back repeats, okay? So that's it. So they wanted to check out the 2 months instead of just 1 month. All right, refer to the NASCAR and breakfast cereal example. What if the cereal company decided to make it harder to get some of the driver's cards than others? For instance, suppose the chance that each card appears in a box of cereal is Jeff Gordon 10%, Dale Jr. 30%, Tony Stewart 20%, Danica Patrick 25%, and Jimmy Johnson 15%. How would you modify the simulation in the example to estimate the chance that a fan would have to buy 23 or more boxes to get the full set? Think about this. How could I use my random number generator to represent 10%, 30%, 20, 25?
Okay, this might sound stupid, but couldn't you, since they're percentages, couldn't you like assign them numbers, but then put the number 1 in 30 times and then the number 2 in 20 times?
Real close. You're real close. You're close. What do you think? How could you represent 10%? How do you represent 10%? What is 10%? What is 10%? Like in general, in math?
It'll happen 10 out of 100 times.
Oh, it'll happen 10 out of 100 times. So what about 30%? 30 out of 100, 20%, 25%, 15. All of those add up to what?
100.
Right, all of those add up to 100, right? So how could we use our random number generator to represent these percentages? Think about it. Okay, so Mackenzie said, can I go from 1 to 100 instead of 1 to 5? Yes, explain to me though how I would pick like Jeff Gordon.
It would be 1 to 10.
Yes, yes. So on number 2, you're going to relabel, and Jeff Gordon is going to be 1 to 10. And we're using our calculator on this, so 1 is fine. You don't have to use 01. What about Dale Earnhardt Jr.? Be careful, he's 30%, so we would have to go what?
10 to 40.
Nope, 10 is Jeff Gordon.
11 to 30.
11 to
40.
40. 11 to 40. Then we have Tony Stewart. He's 20%. What would be your next 20 numbers? Not 61, but 60. What about Danica Patrick? She's only 25%. $85. And then Jimmy Johnson is also, oh, he's 15. So that's how we would relabel. So just be aware of what they're asking for. This stuff will start coming a little bit easier the more that we do it. So in your quiz today or in your homework, this is more of what you're going to be talking about, how to label it on table D and read it all. So just be ready for that. Oh, Lord. Sorry. Okay. Is everybody good? Let's stop the share, stop recording. I'll tell you guys what your homework is in a minute.
Haley's internet went out. She wanted me to let you know that she'll rewatch these as soon as she can.
Yeah, I just got your chat. I don't ever look at the chat till like the very end, so I apologize.
Okay.
But tell her it's fine, and if she needs anything, to tell me.
Okay.
All right, you guys are good if you want to go take your quiz. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys